If a CARICOM national can get a judgment from the court and our government will not conform swiftly to that judgment, but a foreign national can get a judgment from a court and our government conforms to it swiftly, then it raises some very real questions about our society.
Chairman of the Grenada movement, Dr. Patrick Antoine, while discussing the 4% salary increase saga between the government of Grenada and public workers, said all parties involved need to return to the negotiating table and come to a consensus about the 4% salary increase. Speaking on GBN's To The Point program, he described the government's failure to negotiate with the unions and attempts to pay even 1% as a monumental failure of leadership.
If the government had stopped by saying we can't pay anybody because the circumstances have changed and we now have to relook everything, that would have been okay. But they didn't do that. They paid some and didn't pay others. And so by any test, this to my mind is where leadership should have mattered. This to my mind is where the discussion should have taken place, not in the public domain. We like too much bacchanal. We don't want to talk to each other anymore.
He said teachers and public servants have a right to feel discontent since the government took on and resolved multiple other financial obligations, even though the 4% agreement came prior.
The teachers have a just right to feel that you did not honor mine, even when we take the COVID and the judgments of the court I've spoken about into account. But you've taken on Grenada, you've taken on the airport, and you've also taken on new spending, right? For instance, through the environmental wardens.
Dr. Antoine said the saga can still be resolved, but that depends on the government and unions' willingness to meet and simply talk to each other.
The government and the unions need to meet and demonstrate that our society has come further than this. And any party that fails to do so must know that our history will judge them cruelly, because when we should be coming together in the name of COVID and economic recovery that all of us want to see, what we're doing is spending time, unnecessary time, fighting and shouting at each other because we refuse to talk. We refuse to talk. Leadership is required, and the government must lead on this matter from in front.
Trelawna Charles, GBN News.